Good morning, everybody. J.R. Fisher here. I'm just checking my iPad over here to make sure everything's set up. I before I get started, of course, you want to subscribe, click that red button, turn it gray, and don't forget to turn on bell notifications so that you're notified every time I go live or I upload a video. But there's something I wanted to tell you about. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. Your input is so helpful. I had somebody post a comment the other day, and I think it was James. I'm trying to remember who it was. But they said that me reaching up and touching my computer constantly is very distracting to them. When I first heard it, I was like, well, heck, that's what I have to do. You shouldn't say anything about it. And then I thought, no, you know what? You need to listen. You need to open up. Your knee-jerk reaction is to say that somebody's wrong when you did something wrong. And then I realized, yeah, I said, you know what? It is probably distracting for me to reach up there and touch that keyboard. So guess what? Wireless mouse. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I am using the wireless mouse now so that I don't have to reach up and do anything. I can scroll around. I can look at the stuff I want to look at without having to interrupt you guys. And bottom line is, it comes right down to, I need to give you guys good information. I need to give you what you need so you can move forward, so you can make money, so I can get those stories from you, because I love those stories where you're making money, guys. And do me a favor, put in that chat box right there. Let me get my microphone a little closer. Put in that chat box right there where you're from, what you're doing, any problems you're having. Your participation in that chat box has meant so much over the years. It's really helped grow my business. It's helped you guys. It's helped other people who read your comments. So you commenting is just so darn helpful. It really is. And another thing I wasn't doing that I started doing yesterday, and I'm going to get to the subject matter in just a second about, the keyword search for affiliates, but I wasn't putting your comments up on the screen. So when you guys put in a comment now, I'm actually going to click on the comment and throw it up on the screen. That way the people on Facebook can actually see it, because these comments don't actually show up on Facebook. They do show up on YouTube. And there you go. There's Paul from Hot Springs, Arkansas, waiting for some bad weather. Paul, get this. The winds today, it's sunny, but it's 48 degrees. The winds are 25 to 35 miles an hour, gusting to 50, which makes it feel like 32 or 33 degrees. Crazy winds today. So I've got to brave that. Okay. I've got it so tough today. I really do. Just kidding, of course. We're going to do something really cool today. You're always talking about keyword research, and, I'm telling you, you ought to do some affiliate things. I'm going to show you how to do keyword research for affiliate offers so that you guys could write a blog and put some affiliate offers in there and actually get traffic and make some money. And I got ads popping up here off to the side there. So don't forget to use that chat section, guys. If you're watching this and it's not live, I'm so sorry for you. I really am. No, really. No, I'm just kidding, of course. You can just put your comments, suggestions, questions. You can put all of those into the chat box below, which they call the comment box. Let's see here. Do you keep track of winning keywords you've used on different pages? I do not. And here's why I do not, Paul. I do it every single time, because they change. What are winning keywords today in 3 years may not be winning keywords anymore. Things change. The market changes, products change, people's search habits change. So although it may be a really great keyword now, it may not be so on down the road. So that's actually why I do not do that. But anyhow, let's get into these keyword things here real quick. Now, most people will do things like they say, okay, I'm going to do affiliate marketing, and they approach it all wrong. They actually look for words that will have low competition. Not a lot of people are competing on them, and they'll write a blog post, and then they'll put as many of those keywords as possible into their blog post. Now, the problem with this is it gets you a lot of traffic, but no clicks, no conversions, no revenue. So I want to explain to you today the best way to do this so you do get those clicks and conversions. You want to make money on this stuff. There is a simple solution to this. It really is simple. What you want to do is you want to find a lot of keyword searches that you can rank for, which are about topics you can naturally plug into recommendations. So you're going to have topics that people are searching for, and then you're going to have topics where you can naturally plug in your products. And what you want to do is kind of overlap those two so that you get the best affiliate product topics. That's what you want to do. Now, the reason for this comes down to the search intent. An example would be somebody searching for, let's say, you know, they work out and they want the best protein powder, is likely in the market for protein product, but wants to weigh up each of the options, pros and cons, before pulling the trigger. So the results they get are quite likely to click and buy linked affiliate products in your post. Okay, so that's a pretty good one, right? We want to be doing that. Somebody who is searching for what is protein powder, whole different thing there. Let me get a sip real quick. Those people are more likely to make a purchase anytime soon. They're very unlikely to do that. They're just probably researching what a protein powder is. Okay, so maybe they want a paper on it, maybe they want reviews, that type of thing. It's unlikely that they'll click and buy the linked affiliate products because they're not at that stage. Okay, so what I want to talk about in today's session is the general comparisons, the branded comparisons, the product reviews, and the Tna keywords. Okay, so that's what we want to do. So let's look at the general comparisons first. Okay, if you've ever gone to a site called Wirecutter, and I don't know if you have or not, but you can go there. You'd be familiar with general comparison keywords. They follow what's called the best product name format. So an example would be best baby strollers, best DSLR cameras, best baby bottles, that type of thing. It's really super easy to recommend products in these types of posts because their entire purpose is to compare products. And people who are searching almost in the market to buy the product, so they will probably buy if you try to keyword search it that way. Now, you just need to help them decide which to buy. That's where we're coming into these general comparisons, okay? And you've probably read posts like this before. To find them, you want to start searching for one or two brand keywords in Keywords Explorer. For example, if your site reviews baby products, you might search for baby and toddler, okay? And then put that in the Keyword Explorer to find more ideas. We've got another comment up there. Let me click on that so everybody can see it. All right, he says, Paul says, what are the top 3 affiliate market network places you like? I used to live down the street from ClickBank. What an interesting company. Yeah, I've been to ClickBank actually, and I filmed some of my stuff at ClickBank. Know those people well. I was a ClickBank Platinum member, which I think you got to sell $500,000 or $1 million a year there. So I've been to their Platinum Summit before. I like ClickBank. I like them a lot. I've got some issues, and I don't use them as much now. I have a lot of issues with them standing behind warranties. So, and guarantees. So like if somebody buys from me and I've got, I don't know, 30-day guarantee. Okay. 30 days, you can get your money back for whatever the product is. People can go back to ClickBank and 60 days later say, well, I'm going to do a chargeback if you don't get my money back. And they automatically refund them. So anytime somebody threatens them with a chargeback, you get charged back. So I've had that happen to me. The other thing I've had happen with ClickBank is false affiliates. So a false affiliate will, let's say, sign up for my product. Okay. They will steal a credit card. They will buy my product. They will get their commission on the product with this stolen credit card. And then they're found out that they were using a stolen credit card and I get charged back and that person's long gone. That has happened to me so many times. I cannot, I mean, I've done, $10,000, $15,000 in a day and they'd all get charged back. Plus I had to refund. So, and then they have chargeback fees. So that's my downside to ClickBank. However, upside is they've got a lot of great products there. And they have a lot of good affiliates, but they've got those glitches. Okay. They don't really stand by the vendors on there. So I've quit putting a lot of my products there. The other one I like a lot is Share a Sale. Share a Sale is a really good one. And now Share a Sale works a lot differently. The way Share a Sale works is when people send traffic to your site and the people buy something from your site, that affiliate gets paid. I don't pay them for 30 days though. So, all they do is really get a link to my site. So, if somebody's interested in survival food, they send them to Survivalcave Food. And if that person buys anything, they get a commission. I've never had any chargebacks there, none whatsoever. The volume is a whole lot less, though. I don't get near as much traffic or sales off of Share a Sale, but I don't have chargebacks. So I'd say those are my top two favorite ones. There's Commission Junction. There's a whole bunch of them out there. I only use a couple. So I use Share a Sale and I use ClickBank on a regular basis. Those are the only two I use as far as ones I like. And they've all got downsides. They've all got upsides. You got to kind of find ones that fit for you. I know there's a lot of new ones popping up, Paul, and you got to be really careful. I had a friend of mine who went to another one, and he went to another one because ClickBank didn't allow him to say certain things in his ads, in his ad copy, because they said that it was, I don't know, misleading or whatever it is. So that got him mad. He went to one of these other sites. They allowed him to put whatever he wanted. And he did like $300,000 or $400,000 in sales, and they didn't pay him. They didn't pay him, and he still hasn't gotten paid. And that's been about 5 years ago. So that's the other flip side. ClickBank will pay you instantly. I get paid. Share a Sale pays, Share a Sale, I don't even have to worry about getting paid, because what happens is the sale goes through on my site. I collect the money and I just pay a commission out. Whoops, not my bill there. I just pay a commission out to the individual. So that's the difference there. I got another one here. It says, I like that idea of a review site, like you mentioned, offering a bronze, silver, and gold product offering on products that can be an affiliate. Thanks for the idea. Sure. Yeah, that works. It works incredibly well, really. And let me get back to that just for a second, too, and a couple of the things I wanted to say about that. So what you want to do is, you've typed in these keyword starters, if you will, and then it gives me some more ideas. And from there, you can go to a phrase match report to see, and I'm talking about using Hrefs for this, to see the keyword ideas that contain one or more of these keywords. Then use the include filter to find keywords that also contain the word best. So you can do that. And they have a chart where you can go in there and use that. And then that should give you tons of topics. If there's too many, you may want to narrow things down a bit by filtering for keywords with low keyword difficulty scores. Let's say under 10, and they have a scoring system on there. But you got to realize that you shouldn't only target low keywords because many of them compare low value products like, baby bathtubs or lotions or wraps. While these keywords can help generate revenue, it'll be a volume game. You're going to have to do enough volume to make enough money. So for that reason, you want to go after some of the keywords relating to products with higher price tags, like, I don't know, car seats and bassinets and baby furniture, that type of thing. And isn't it nice that I'm not reaching up to touch that keyboard? Isn't that nice, guys? I'm not reaching to touch the keyboard. Things just seems to work seamlessly because I got this mouse down here in my hand and I can control everything. And what's funny is I've had this mouse 5 years and I just quit using it for whatever. So let's get back to the baby thing. So of course, keywords comparing high ticket items are often more competitive. They're going to be. But you can find relatively low competition ones by looking for those that target a specific person or need. So these usually follow the best product name, like the formula of best, and then product name for, and then you put user format. So here's a good one right here. Best car seat for small car. Okay, very specific. Best baby carrier for a newborn. Very specific once again. Best stroller for travel trips. Very specific again. So for these keywords, you enter a few high-priced items into the Keyword Explorer. And if your site is about baby products, these might be car seat, stroller, crib, that type of thing. And then you add all the modifiers in there. So from here, you would go to like a phase match report and use the include filter to find keywords containing the words best and for, just to make sure that all of the words tab is selected so that both words are included. Now, sounds a little technical, but it's really not. You're just trying to kind of get in the head of the person. You should then see a list of keywords that contain at least one of your high ticket products in the keyword best and for. So that's your general one. Okay. So let's move on to the branded comparisons. Branded comparisons I like a lot. Let's see here. Let me got another comment here. Stick that up on there. Paul says, do you think it's worth going to an event like Affiliate West? What do you think of that? Is the site you just mentioned Ahrefs or a different link? Yeah, I'll get the spelling and stick it up there, Paul. I don't want to type on my keyboard here because it messes people up. Let me just look real quick. So I'm going to kind of do it. It's called AH. Let me see what you put up here, Paul. Yeah, no, it's AHREFS. AHREFS. Okay, AHREFS. That's the one you actually want to be looking for. Let me get back to this other screen here without shaking that screen. I don't want to do that. Okay, so we're back to the screen here. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right. So you got that one up there, so you know which one that is. So back to looking at things and back to looking at branded comparisons. Branded comparison keywords are where the searcher wants to compare the difference between two branded products. So an example may be best studio wireless versus Bose headset, or AirPods versus AirPods Pro, or Samsung Galaxy Buds versus AirPods, that type of thing. So what they're doing is they're pitting two brands against each other. Now, these keywords usually have a lower search demand, but they convert very well because they're extremely specific. That person is looking for that thing because the searches have already narrowed down their purchasing decision to a couple of products. They already know that they're comparing, product A, B, and C. They know that. So when they're searching for that, they're a whole lot more likely to be buying the product. And oh yeah, I didn't answer your question there about going to Affiliate West. Affiliate West, I just went to it, as a matter of fact. I went to it in, what was it, September, October, November, one of those months I went to it. It wasn't September because I was sick. It was either October or November. It depends on what level you're at, Paul, and what you're trying to get out of it. Are you trying to get business? Are you trying to find the new softwares? They have a really good room set up where you can find different softwares and different vendors and that type of thing. So if you're looking for that, I would say that's good. If you're looking to hear different speakers talk on different subjects, see, once again, that can be different from year to year because one year they may have some great speakers and the next year they may not. I think it's a hit or miss thing. I think overall you need to go to these things and, sometimes you're going to get good information. Sometimes you're not. I go with a different angle. My angle is to go and to contribute. So I go there and try to help people out. And then if I get something out of it, that's icing on the cake. But I never go there going, let me see what I can get out of this thing and see if it's worthwhile. I don't do that because I feel like at this point, I've made some money online. Okay. And my job really at this point is to give back. So I'm coming at it from a different angle than maybe a lot of other people are. I'm trying to help some people out. So I hope that answers your question and that kind of makes sense to you. So the easiest way to find these keywords is to enter a list of brands into the keyword search tool, like Keywords Explorer, something like that, and then go to the phrase match, and then look at the report to use include filter to find keywords containing verses, okay, VS, because that's what a lot of people are typing in. For example, if you wanted to find stroller comparisons, you could search for brands like Bugaboo, City Select, and Up-A-Baby. Some of these brand names that people are searching for, and they're more high dollar ones too, so you're going to make better commissions. If you can't think of any brands off the top of your head, what you want to do is check the categories and brand names on a relevant online store. So just go to somebody's store and look at all the brand names. In this case, you can check the navigation bar on buybabybuy.com. That's a good one because they'll have all the brands off to the side where there's like a shop by brand category, and you can do it that way. And I want to move on to these other categories. I'm a little short on time. I could really get into real in depth in this. The next one I want to talk about is product reviews. Product reviews is pretty darn good. And you see a lot of people doing that nowadays. I do it a lot. Product reviews actually are keywords that searchers are looking for detailed reviews of individual products. For example, they may put in there, I don't know, Bugaboo Buffalo Review, okay, because that's one of their brands, or Up Baby Vista Review, or Baby Jogger City Select Review. So they know a brand, they know a product, and they want to see how it's reviewed. These are really good targets for affiliate sites because searchers are usually very close to making a purchase at this point. They just want to get a little bit more information. They've already done their research, and there's something about a particular model that struck a chord with them, and now they want to read more about it. However, as with branded comparisons, search volumes for product reviews tend to be kind of lackluster. They're not that great. So if you're going to bother buying and reviewing, these products, make sure that you choose the ones people are actually searching for. So to find them, you're going to enter a few brand names into the Keyword Explorer tool. And I'm talking about hrefs the whole time, Hrefs. Okay, I'm talking about that. And then use the include filter to find keywords containing the words review. Okay, because you specifically want to find those keywords. And then all it's really left to do is to assess ranking difficulty and review the products you think. All right, let me get over to the questions here real quick. Let's see here. What do we got? Are the keywords also used in the sales copy as well as the titles? Now, keep in mind, Paul, we're not talking about sales copy. What we're talking about is somebody who is writing a blog and they're an affiliate marketer. So what they're doing in the blog is they're talking about these products. They're doing reviews on these products, or they're doing comparison on these products. And those keywords link to the product. Does that make sense? So I'm not controlling what the product sales page is because it's not my sales page. It's actually the manufacturer or the distributor sales page. All I'm trying to do is get people to read what I'm writing and to click on a word to go to that sales page. And then once they buy, then I get a commission. So this is strictly having to do with affiliate marketing and nothing else. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. Can you do a future video on finding the best affiliate commissions for products to sell? I think that's a great idea, actually. Yeah. And I know a lot of people have trouble with that. Every site is a little bit different. Like what you do on ClickBank is going in and finding the gravity levels and what those gravity levels are and what those actually mean. And then you look at your payout structure. And yeah, I've done some videos. If you look on my channel and you look for ClickBank, you will find some videos on that. But I certainly don't mind doing a live on it because, a lot of people may not want to watch those, or they may want to watch a live, or they may want to ask some questions. So I'll be happy to do that. I think it's a great idea. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for the suggestion. All right. So next thing I want to get into is Tna Keywords. What do you think Tna Keywords is? You could put that in the suggestion box. It's probably not what you're thinking, guys. If you want to rank your pages on Google, you'll need to have some level of page and website authority, which means getting backlinks. Okay. However, the types of keywords we've discussed so far are actually commercials. So it's hard to get links to pages that target them. The solution, here's the solution, is to use Tna Keywords, which stands for what? What do you think it stands for? Put it in the chat section there. What does Tna stand for, guys? As I get a sip there, and I know it takes a second for the time I say something for it to get to you guys. So I'm giving you a minute there. What is Tna Keywords? What could that possibly be? I'm waiting. Somebody put it in there. There's a bunch of people on here right now. And hey, a lot of you guys who aren't participating, guys, I'm telling you, the number one way to be successful online is participate. And the number one way to participate right now is put something in that chat box. If nothing else, just say hello to me. And in something else, guys, if you want to help me out, it actually helps the distribution of this video when they see interaction. So put something in there. Tell me what your weather is. I told you what my weather was. It sucks today. It's windy as heck and it's cold outside. But put something in there. Let me know you're alive. Jump into the pool of people, okay? And say something. Please say something in that chat box there. Paul is great about that. Follow Paul's lead. He's very active. He's an active person, and he's very knowledgeable. I know he is after this point because I've talked to Paul for years now. He's one of my great supporters, and I appreciate him. And there's a bunch of you here now. And if you want to be successful, if you really want to make money online, and you can check my credentials, I've made millions of dollars online. And I'll tell you, my number one thing that's helped me is participating. It's talking to people. It's actively helping other people. It's actively asking other people questions. And right now I am in a course at Casey Neinstadt's. And one of the people supporting this channel asked me for the link, and I sent it to you in an email yesterday. But it's crazy. I'm in this 20 group, and there's like 2 or 3 people that are doing the stuff they're supposed to do, because I can see what their activity is. They paid to be in this training, and there's like 2 or 3 people doing anything. And then some of the ones that are doing stuff are doing very, very little. You know, they were supposed to upload a video and they upload a still picture. And I'm like, come on, do something. It's that participation. I can tell you, every time somebody uploads, I'm commenting on it. Every time somebody uploads, I'm saying something. I'm giving them a suggestion. I'm telling them, you know, I'm encouraging them. And I don't have to do that. But I know that by doing that, it's going to help me if I help other people. So comment, put something in that chat section there. It would mean a lot to me. So nobody got what Tna keywords are? You're not going to do it? All right, I'll tell you what it is. It's trust and authority. Okay, trust and authority. The types of keywords that I have been talking about are commercial, but trust and authority means a lot. Excuse me one second. There are 2 main benefits to targeting these keywords. Build trust with your audience is number 1. People are more likely to trust your product recommendations if you can demonstrate expertise in a particular product. Okay, so that's another reason to do this stuff. Next thing is number 2, you build authority through links. People are generally more likely to link to useful, non-commercial content than pages that exist to line your pockets. Okay, if you think about that, if you're just trying to make money. So to find these Tna keywords, you enter a few seeds into the Keyword Explorer on Ahrefs. Then you go to the questions report and see informational topics. If we were doing this for our baby site that we've been talking about, your seeds may be parenting, toddler, newborn, that type of thing. And then you're going to go in there and you're going to find your keywords. Next, you want to filter it with a high keyword difficulty score of something high like 40. Okay, so that's a very difficult one to do. Got another comment here. Let me click on this real quick and see what we got. I've seen a few credit card review sites that must be making bank. Oh my God, that's a very high dollar keyword to bid on. Probably one of the highest outside of attorneys. I've heard average commission is $100 as the average person keeps a card 8 years. So long LTV, long-term value. Yes. Lifetime value for customers, for companies. That's very true, Paul. They do that. And credit cards there's big money in that stuff. There really, really is. So once we've done that and we've got our keyword difficulty above 40, guys, the reason for doing this is that Ahrefs keyword difficulty score is based on the number of websites linking to the top 10 pages. So this is a good way to find topics with the potential to attract lots of links. Finally, look through the topics for those your target audience would find useful. Check the SERPs, search engine result, and then analyze the backlink profiles of the top ranking pages to find those with high quality backlinks. Okay, this is a little bit deeper dive, but it's really going to help your pages. Okay, even though most visitors to these pages won't be ready to make a purchase, they're still useful for brand awareness. You can also use the middleman method to boost money pages by adding internal links to them from your authority Tna pages. So you've got these trust and authority pages where you're just talking about products and you're linking back to more information, but within those pages you can put links to other parts of your site that have the affiliate links. So if you want to try to monetize it a little bit, you can do that. It's very, very helpful. Next up I got on here, what do I got? I don't know, my final thoughts maybe. Everything that I've talked about today should give you enough keywords to fill up your site's content calendar. But finding keywords is only half the battle. You also need to learn how to assess ranking difficulty so you can choose the best topics for your site. And it takes a little bit of work. It's funny. I know a lot of people, when they get started, their knee-jerk reaction is, let me hire somebody to do SEO. Let me hire somebody to write a blog. Let me hire somebody to help me find products. Let me hire. Probably the worst thing you could do, because what you want to do in the beginning is try to learn all of this stuff. You want to try to learn everything that is going on. I was listening to Casey's training the other day, and to this day, he's the only one that edits his own videos. I mean, he edits 100% of his own videos. And he says he does that because how in the world are you going to explain to somebody, what you think is important and what's not important if you've done like 9 takes of the same thing? How do you do that? So he does all of it. So he can video edit, he can film, he can figure out music, he can do everything. And that's what I think a lot of beginner marketers, when they go online, they think, well, I can't learn all this, so I've got to hire some people. You can learn it all. You really can learn it all. Will you be great in the beginning? No, you won't be. But it's important to learn these things. And then later on, if you want to hire somebody to help you, that's one thing. But in the beginning, guys, you need to learn this stuff. You need to understand this stuff. You got to get in there and dig in, because when you hire somebody and they're doing a job that you don't know how to do, how are you going to manage them? And I've said this for years. You can't manage what you don't understand. You can't manage what you don't know. It's impossible. It's impossible. And I think it actually comes out of laziness. No offense, but those of you who are trying to hire everybody to do everything, it's just laziness. It's like you just don't want to do it. But by doing that, you're going to be hurting yourself. You're going to be hurting yourself immensely, because you need to learn this stuff. You've got to do this. It's so very important to do this. And the other thing that's important is put a comment before you leave here today. That's really important. What time are we at? We're at 10:33. So we've shot our 30 minutes, but good information, right? I've done a lot of research on this. If you've picked up something from this training, give me a thumbs up. If you picked up something from this training that you didn't know, list it in the chat section. If it's a video that's, if you're watching this and it's not live, put it in the comment section. What did you learn out of this? What did you get out of this? I just saw somebody give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Somebody else do that too. Give me a thumbs up. It matters so much, guys. Our channel is growing. I checked my RPM today and it's $33. A good RPM for a channel should be $1 to $5. And what is an RPM? That's how much I earn per 1,000 views on one of my videos. Okay. $33. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So, this channel is generating a little bit of money now, but that's not the reason for this channel. The reason for this channel is so that you generate money. That's the thing that I want. I want you to generate money. And I think we got another comment here. Let me see what we got. By using the keyword search, you can use that to target the audience of those top pages for a look-alike audience ad spend to build your audience. Yes, very true, Paul. By the way, still need to check out Casey's site. If you want a link to that course, Paul, I'll be happy to send it over to you. Just send me an email at training@jrfisher.com or mail@jrfisher.com, and I'll respond back with that link so you can see what that is. It's really pretty good. His training's great. I will not say that all the students in there are great, and I'm not cutting anybody down, but darn, they aren't participating. They aren't participating, right? It just drives me crazy. Okay. You pay all that money and you want people to participate. Let's see here. Love Casey's workspace. Oh my God, he's got some cool ones, doesn't he? It's so against what everything says you're supposed to do. I love it. Best takeaway was review sites information. You're the goods, brother. Thank you so much, Paul. It's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Let's see, what's he got to say here? Another very good training session. I appreciate that. There's Tom. What's going on, buddy? Hadn't seen you in a little bit. Good to have you around. Really love seeing you. Tom's been with us for a while and he's a good supporter, and you mean the world to us, buddy. You really do. Thank you for being here. So guys, I think that's what I've got for you today. If you have any other questions, feel free to put them in there. If you're watching this and it's not live, feel free to put comments in the comments section. I come back and answer those. I just went in there yesterday and answered a ton of them. And man, there was some really cool, interesting stuff. And I'll tell you the reason my camera is not shaking, the reason I'm not reaching up and touching my keypad is because somebody said it was irritating that I was reaching and touching my keypad. And after I got over being bothered and incensed by something, which is ridiculous, I said the person's right, and I've got this now. So now I've got a mouse that I can, and I've had this mouse. Here's the funny thing. This has been I've had this thing for like 5 or 6 years and I never used it. And what's funny is this is an Apple product. It hadn't been turned on in 5 or 6 years. I turned it on this morning and it had 71% of the battery left after 5 years. What? Crazy. That's why I use Apple. There's a reason to use Apple right there. Now, don't forget, guys, I need you to subscribe, hit that red button, click it, turn it gray. What a good audience today, guys. Good for showing up. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Let's see here. What else we got here? By the way, audio and video sound great today. Finally, all this money I spend on audio and video and stuff, and it's getting better. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Paul also says, let me get all your comments up here. Have a blessed weekend. Excuse me, gang. Let's see you Monday. Yes, Paul has now put me on the dollar, put me on the penny, nickel. What is it? What is that saying? I have no idea what that saying is, but he put me on the spot. I got to do something Monday now. So I'll be here live probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday of next week to share with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget, ring the bell. What does that mean exactly? That means turn on all bell notifications so that you're notified every time I go live or I upload a video. Guys, you've been wonderful today. I've had a great morning. Get out there, participate, work hard, and I'll see you next time. See you Monday morning.